animated Star Wars series that Disney doesn't want you to see. There have been a lot of Star Wars cartoons over the years, but did you know that there's one animated project that Disney shelved after it was completed? In the late 2000s, George Lucas recruited Robot Chicken creators Seth Green and Matthew Senreich to create an animated Star Wars sitcom called Star Wars Detours. You know, that thing that every Star Wars fan was asking for. Today, we're gonna investigate why this project will probably never see the light of day. Hey, I have a really good feeling about this. Pre-Disney was a much simpler time for Star Wars fans. There were only 6 live-action Star Wars films, the Clone Wars series was in its prime, and George Lucas was actually having fun with Star Wars. 2007 saw the release of Robot Chicken Star Wars, a series of stop-motion comedy sketches set in a galaxy far, far away, and made with Lucas's blessing. George even appeared as himself in the special.
You're George Lucas!
I take it you're here for the Star Wars convention.
I sure am. Want to see my costume?
Back then, comedy versions of Star Wars were in full swing. Family Guy released a 2007 Star Wars special called Blue Harvest, wink wink, that retold the original film using their own cast of characters. I really liked Cleveland as R2-D2.
Beep boop. Could you hold on to this bag?
Both the Robot Chicken Star Wars special and Family Guy's Blue Harvest spawned 2 sequels each, just like the original movie. And George Lucas loved it so much that he began work on his own Star Wars comedy series, Star Wars Detours. George Lucas was so inspired by this, he's like, I can do comedy, I'll do it. Early in development, the project was described as Seinfeld in space, though based on clips of the series, this isn't exactly the comparison that we would make.
Welcome back, my master. How was the singles cruise?
Well, let's just say there wasn't a cloud in the sky, which was confusing since it was raining chicks.
That joke was hilarious, and you all liked it.
It's funny. I think it's funny now. The mind trick. I am weak-minded. It worked. It's really great. Star Wars Detours was an insane undertaking. George, Seth, and Matt didn't just develop the series. They hired an entire staff to write, produce, and animate the program, despite having no networks attached to air the series. They were in production for 4 years, had fully completed 39 episodes, wrote 62 scripts, and spent approximately $1 shit ton of money. This is absolutely unheard of for a series that was never even greenlit by a network. At Star Wars Celebration 6 in 2012, that was only the 6th one? That's crazy. Green and Senreich were joined by Lucas on stage to unveil information about Star Wars Detours, including a 4-minute trailer and a whole bunch of clips. These clips showcase a star-studded voice cast that included Felicia Day, I like her, Joel McHale, Nat Faxon, and Seth MacFarlane, who reprised his role as the Emperor from the Robot Chicken Star Wars specials.
What the hell is an aluminum falcon?
They even had a handful of actors reprising their roles from the films, you guys, including Anthony Daniels as C-3PO, Billy D. Williams as Lando, and yep, Ahmed Best as Jar Jar Binks. I mean, it's kind of low-hanging fruit, but honestly, it was good for Ahmed Best. That's kind of awesome that they brought him back to do that. I think that's great. The series took place between episodes 3 and 4 and featured caricatures of all of our favorite Star Wars characters. Leia is a spoiled, bratty princess.
Why are you staring at me? Yeah, I'm famous and hot. Deal with it. I don't feel like the center of attention anymore. Fix that.
I know, right? Ugh. Han and Chewie are portrayed like an old married couple. I like this.
I'm back, you get it? All I ask is 2 minutes so that I can put my things down. What do you mean late for dinner? Whoops.
Yeah, actually, I really like that. And Obi-Wan is, well, it's pretty creepy.
Beep, beep,
Oh,
beep,
are
beep,
you
beep,
following
beep, beep.
me?
You're pulling me to you with the Force.
What?
Ooh, you don't even know you're doing it. Fancy.
No, that's not a word I've heard in a long time. No means no, Obi-Wan. But the series seemed to be having the most fun when it was breaking the fourth wall. We got fun jabs at certain unpopular Star Wars characters.
Dexy, why everybody hate me so?
Well, how honest do we want to get?
See, I like that. I like that sense of humor about itself. We got jokes about the actual production of Star Wars films.
It's a matte painting. They haven't finished this chasm yet.
That's fun for movie nerds like us. And there was even a fun reference to that other iconic franchise that George Lucas created. This series belongs in a museum! That was a joke, but it actually could be featured in that George Lucas museum that they're gonna build. That's crazy. Now, you're probably wondering, what the heck happened to Star Wars Detours? The team had completed about 2 seasons worth of episodes. Why would they let that content go to waste? Well, the answer is, Disney, kind of. 2 months after Star Wars Detours was unveiled at Celebration 6, the biggest Star Wars news in history broke. George was selling Lucasfilm to Disney. $4 billion, baby! This changed the future of Star Wars completely, and in March 2013, StarWars.com released a blog post that laid out the future of Lucasfilm Animation. This included the controversial decision to cancel Star Wars The Clone Wars prematurely, as well as their plan to indefinitely delay the release of Star Wars Detours until the future of the franchise was in the clear. And while it might sound crazy to completely shelf a project that has 2 entire seasons in the can, Seth Green addressed this in a Reddit AMA, so you know it's real. Seth Green says, quote, "We didn't think it made any sense in anticipation of these new movies coming out to spend the next 3 years with an animated sitcom as 3 generations of kids' first introduction to the Star Wars universe." Now, this is a really strong point. We love parody and making fun of our favorite things, but historically, when a subject is parodied, that's a sign of the end times. There's a reason Robot Chicken and Family Guy made their Star Wars specials after the saga was complete. And let's be honest, introducing kids to Darth Vader as a bumbling middle manager instead of a galactic tyrant doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? Would you rather this be Vader's introduction?
Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive!
Or this?
Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Actually, you know what? On second thought, I think I like the second one better. I think that it actually...
Just kidding. Enough of this. Vader, release him.
Vader, you're such a dick. Fortunately, this new direction didn't mean the end of Star Wars in animation. We've since seen the release and completion of the very popular Star Wars Rebels, love that show, as well as the animated web series Forces of Destiny. They also announced an upcoming series I'm so excited about called Star Wars Resistance to be set during the sequel era. There are even rumors of another animated Star Wars project in development. So, fortunately for animation fans like us, there will be no shortage of cartoons in a galaxy far, far away. While Seth Green has maintained that Star Wars Detours is simply on hold until a later date, many expect the series will never properly see the light of day. We think it could go either way. With 39 episodes in the can, we wouldn't be surprised if they were eventually released on iTunes, Amazon, or maybe even Disney's upcoming streaming service. But what do you think? Are you glad Star Wars Detours is delayed indefinitely, or do you think they should release the series? And if you want it to be released, where do you think Lucasfilm should premiere it? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in to Animation Investigation. Remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and click that little bell so you always know when we drop a new video. If you're craving more Seth Green Star Wars stuff, check out this clip from Talkin' Toons.
Until you have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Point.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do. I have brought peace and freedom and justice and security to my new empire.
I love Rob Paulsen. He's the best. You can see the full episode and more Talkin' Toons over at projectalpha.com. New episodes drop every Friday, and it's a very good program indeed. And that's going to close up this case. Catch you next time.